that music. Wow. It can put people into fear. Just the music alone from that movie. That would be Carpenter's version. This is my little version of the history of the thing. I thought I'd go off on it because I just saw the prequel, and there will be major spoilers in this video about the prequel to the thing. So if you haven't seen it and you want to see it, you need to turn it off. You need to stop watching this. Yeah. So I'm just going to do a little history of how this series, like these, the remake, the original, the remake, and the prequel came to be. So it all started with a little novel in 1938 called Who Goes There? I had to write that down. I couldn't remember that. The actual, I remember the name of the novel, just not the year it came out. And it was John W. Campbell Jr. that wrote the novel. It was Who Goes There. That's what eventually became in 1951 the first movie. The Thing. It was The Thing, and in brackets, From Another Planet. I think it was actually in brackets. And this was a great movie. Like, this is a classic, obviously. You know, like the Thing. And, this one, they didn't stay as true to the story, though. They made the alien like some sort of like a plantation thing, whatever the hell. They were saying something about it being a plant somehow. That's what it was made of. I don't know, but it could grow back its parts and everything. Yeah, see that? It's a classic and everything, but it actually didn't stay too true to the novel. But it's an unbelievable science fiction movie, like black and white. You can't get better than that. Made by Howard Hawks and what's the other guy? Christian Nyby, I think it was. Yeah. So that was, the 1951 version was 2 directors. That was just an amazing movie. And then there was a little, tiny little remake to this movie that came out in 1982 by some guy named John Carpenter, which hence the music, the sound, which he did. Actually, in this one, he did the music for pretty much everyone except for this one. Ennio Morricone actually helped him out with this one, and Ennio Morricone has done a lot of scores for a lot of horror movies and just movies. I think in general, like, I think that was The Good and Bad, the Ugly. That guy. So this was the 1982 version. John Carpenter's was more true to the story than the 51 version, and this was a gore effects, special effects extravaganza by Rob Bottin. He put us through thrills and like we had never seen anything. They had never seen anything at this point. I was too young to actually watch it when it came out. I may have. I think I might have actually when it came out to TV though. So it might have taken a few years back then because it took a while for it to get to TV, right? It might have been about 10 or 11 when it finally came out on TV. But just blew me away. The special effects is obvious. the story is even more, and it actually did stay more true to the novel, as I said. Carpenter, he would, because he was like that, like same with when he did Christine. He was very true to the novel, and I enjoyed that. He pretty much did it word for word, the words, like the script almost, except a few things here and there. But yeah, so, well, I'm going off on Christina's about The Thing. It's Carpenter, though. That's my favorite director. Him and Zombie, of course. And yeah, so that's the 1982 version, and here we go. Time to turn off the video if you haven't seen this one. The 2011 prequel, and I had to write this name down. Directed by Matej von Hedningen Jr. Hedningen Jr. Maybe he is Norwegian, I don't know. But that is one crazy name. I wonder if anybody actually knows how to pronounce that. If you could, in a video response, just to pronounce his name, I don't know. But this was the prequel that I saw on Saturday, and on its own, this is one hell of a horror movie. I enjoyed it. Even it had CGI, I didn't agree with that, but it was half and half. It was like there was gore effects and they used CGI for other parts. But comparing it to either one of the original movies, that's really tough to do. And this was actually, it was a prequel. If anybody's wondering, because they've been hearing remake, prequel, it was a prequel. It led up to the events. You know what this was? You pretty much smush the 1951 version and the 1982 version together, and this is what you got. This is what you got, because they used a lot of the same kind of effects that Carpenter did, and even I think they did like a remix of his score in this movie. So it was a lot of Carpenter's version, a lot of Howard Hawks' version. Yeah, because the Howard Hawks version would have been the Norwegians, except it was the Americans, because they found the original thing the Norwegians did in the novel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So that's Carpenter's was more faithful to the novel. So yeah, so this is what you get for this one. I actually saw some guy on the bus and we started talking. He was in the theater and he said that, I guess he saw me, he said, what did you think? And I said, well, he said he was actually saying that he didn't like the atmosphere too much, and I thought it was pretty good. The scenery shots were just as amazing as the 82 version, if not better. From Carpenter, like the scenery shots were just out of this world. Like you were there flying and everything. But the prequel, yeah, it's crazy. It's actually got women in it. Reason I say this is because in the 1982 version, and you know where I'm going with this, there's not one actress in the movie, the whole movie. If you start, I remember the first time watching it, I didn't even notice until the end, and I was thinking, holy shit, there's no women in this movie. But it's like seclusion, right? And these guys fucking, but Carpenter actually said that he didn't want any women in the movie because he wanted the elements of the man man, and all that crap. I can't remember what he was saying. You know, they didn't want the women to interfere their thoughts, because obviously if the women are there, they're gonna want to try and get with them, right? So yeah, but this version had 2 actresses in it. One was Norwegian, one was American, and it worked well because I think in the original story there was, I don't know if there was 2 women, but there was in the novel. And the 1951 version had one, well, actually it did have an actress in it. I don't know if there was actually one at the start too. I think she was the only one though. But yeah, that was a huge subject I didn't even know for the 1982 version. Like, when the most of the reviews, they noticed that there was no women in the actual movie. And I think it worked well. The girl that played the American was damn good. I don't know if, never seen the actress before, so. And all in all, it was, if you don't compare it to the other 2, this was a pretty damn awesome horror movie. If you do, it's kind of hard to say. It's like, they wanted it so much to be like the 1982 version. I think whoever did it, let's put it this way, is a big fan of John Carpenter's version. You can tell. Yeah, and there's my little history of the thing. Had the music going, had it all rocking. There you go. I just had to throw that in there because I'm a huge fan of all 3 of these movies. So yeah, I did like this version, the prequel, as I said there. And I'm done. There you go. There's my little history of the thing. Rock you later.
Keep watching the skies.